Good evening guys, welcome to another session. Now if you've seen the previous video, you'll know that this is part 2 of that particular session. And in that session, if you haven't seen the previous video, I did a bit of pole fishing on this stretch of the Grand Union Canal here, and I was plagued by a pike. He was attacking my keep net for most of the session. Now when I was coming over for this session today, I got here about 3:30 earlier, I couldn't decide whether to do some predator fishing or whether to do a little bit of silvers fishing. So I've kind of decided to do both, to be honest. We had 3 hours on the pole, caught some lovely rudd and lovely roach and a few bits and pieces and a skimmer at the end, bream about £1.5, something like that. And I've decided to fish on into dark, doing a bit of dead baiting. Got my dead bait rods with me. You can probably see my gears a little bit further at the bank. I've just got rid of the floats. I'm going on the ledger this evening. I've got my alarms, bobbins, fairly mobile still. I should still have a bit of a move around. But I'm going to start in this stretch where I was getting bothered by this pike. It was a reasonable pike. It was certainly 7 or 8 pound, I should think. The one that was attacking my keep net, I could tell because it was grabbing hold of my keep net and twisting and coming out of the water and right at my feet. So it was a reasonable fish. Wouldn't mind catching it. And of course, I'd love to catch some Zander as well. And it does look a good stretch to that, for that. So enough talking. I'm going to get the rods properly set up, and I'll just run you through what I'm using. So guys, I've just got the one rod in the water at the moment. I'll just run you through the gear I'm using. Very, very straightforward. All I've got here are my Rovex John Wilson Barbel Quivers, £1.75 test curve. Shimano bait runner reels. I've got a very, very simple, low resistance running ledger setup. So I'll just run you through now. What I've got is just a low resistance run ring. You can see that all right there. Just a low resistance barbel run ring. That's sitting just on a tulip bead to protect the line and the swivel. Under there is a snap link swivel, so I can change my traces fairly quickly. And on here I've got some Drennan soft strand tied, not the snot style, to a Sakuma. Can you see that up against the sky there? Sakuma 440 circle hook with a barb crunch down. Baits I've got with me, I've got Smelt and I've got Roach. It's going to be a dead baiting session, and hopefully Mr. Pike's still down there. He seemed ravenous the way he was attacking my keep net, so I've just dropped a Smelt down there where my keep net was. I'm just going to put a Roach on this one. We'll see if we can catch him. Oh guys, we're fishing. One bait on the far side, there's a bit of cover over there. I've got the other one just on the inside here, where Mr. Pike was troubling us. Hopefully he's still around. Judging by the amount he was attacking my keep net, I'm surprised it's taken this time, to be honest. I thought it would have grabbed it straight away. Never quite as simple as you think though, is it? So, looks like we're away on the other side, guys. This is the rod on the far side over there. Yep. I'm not sure where it is. I feel massive. Fantastic. Well guys, there we are. Wonderful stuff. First of many, I hope. Well, that's a good start. Great stuff. Busily watching into this close in rod, just waiting for, thinking that any second it was going to go. And of course it's the other one that goes. It's crazy, isn't it? Literally had that pike here earlier. As you've seen in the previous video, if you've seen that. And literally it was practically dragging my keep net into the water. Dropped the bait down here. Nothing. Nothing. But we've had a Zander, which is fantastic. Given the choice, so I'd rather catch Zander than pike. Although I don't think I've ever caught a pike from the canal, so that would be nice. But yeah, we'll fish on into dark anyway. I'm going to give it a while here, I think, and I've got another spot in mind further on down the canal. So we'll have a little go here. There's plenty of bits of cover and stuff I can cast to. I can swing my rods around as well when the towpath quietens down and there's less people about. I can fish a bit more effectively. I'm trying to have everything off the towpath. Oh, hello. We had a bit of a twitch then on this close in rod. Definite bit of a pull on the rod then. Oh, hello. Away. Just bringing in the other rod. Yep. Bit of land now. Yes, we're in. Let go. Felt like a small Zander. We've got quite a big bait on there. In the tree. Well, I was just thinking about having a move. Perhaps we'll stick around a bit longer. Yeah, felt like a smallish Zander. Popped off. With half the bait, pop it back out. Well guys, it's gone very quiet here, and I do fancy a move. As I say, there's another spot, another stretch I want to try, so I'm going to get a move now down to that stretch, and I'll see you down there. Well guys, it's about 15 minutes in this first spot, but nothing doing, so I'm going to try one or two more spots on the way back to the cart. But looks a nice stretch. I've never actually walked this stretch before. It does look a nice stretch from what I can see with my head torch. Right, let's go off a bit further down. Well guys, there's absolutely nothing going on here at all, and I've definitely stayed plenty late enough. It's properly dark now, so it's time I went home. But yeah, this new stretch has been very quiet. I fancied giving it a go, but nothing doing. But it does look a nice stretch, from, as I said, from what I've seen in the torchlight, in my head torchlight. So we'll come and have another go, I think, during the day. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Tight lines. Enjoy your own angling. Many thanks to the channel patrons, and I'll see you all again very soon.